Hi, this is Mike Niehuser, and I'm here at the Cambridgehouse show with Jason Weber, President and CEO of Kiska Metals Corporation. That's KSK on the Toronto Venture Exchange. Hi, Jason. How you doing?
Good, thanks, Mike.
Well, it looks like you got your snow road built last year, and you've established a year-round camp and centralized. And why don't you tell me, people may not realize how big the area is you're covering, and then let's kind of talk about some of the specifics.
Yeah, it's a very, very large property, 527 square kilometers, which equates to about 40 kilometers in a north-south direction from the north end of the property right down to our Island Mountain prospect at the very south end.
So you've established a gold equivalent resource there at Whistler, but you've also got some interesting targets in Island Mountain. You had some great drill results last year, and then you've also got early results back on some grid work out at Raintree East or Raintree West. Why don't you tell me about those both projects, because I think that's where the news flow is going to be this year.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. We look to do approximately 31,000 meters of drilling between Island Mountain, Raintree area targets. We call the area surrounding the Whistler deposit, where we have the resource, the Whistler orbit. And with that orbit area, we'll do another 15,000 meters of drilling this year, largely focused on new targets. We're not convinced Whistler's the best target. It was just happened to be the first one that was found. Resource has been developed on it, but there's 20 plus targets in that area that haven't been tested yet.
Well, of course, Whistler and Island Mountain are prominent geologic figures in the area, but you're doing some widely spaced grid drilling down in the valley in Raintree West, and had some success. Can I get you to talk about that for a second?
Yeah, one of the reasons that Whistler was discovered and developed before anything else was that it outcrops on a ridge. You come off that ridge down in the valley, and you get an area where it's covered by glacial till up to 15, 20, 25 meters. Which isn't an impediment to any operation, but it makes the challenge of finding new discoveries, making new discoveries more difficult. So to add another layer of information to help us refine our drilling and be more effective with our deep drilling, we've used a small drill to just penetrate through the bedrock, through the overburden into the bedrock, and just get a test of the bedrock underneath. We can use that in an ideal situation. We hit copper and gold mineralization. Tells us where to go. What we really expect, though, is to hit alteration that we, after compiling all the results of the drilling, can vector into the best areas to drill.
I kind of get the feeling that you're approaching this really a district-sized project in the way that a major would if a major was exploring it. Is that on spot?
Absolutely. If you think about it, if you were to move just the Whistler deposit forward right now, and we developed it, and somewhere down the development path, somebody started to drill holes outside of Whistler and started to make other discoveries that maybe would change the economic situation for the project, you'd be kicking yourself. So we're looking at it now. Let's get a few of these other targets assessed. Move forward on the ones that make the most sense economically, and so right now we're in that evaluation phase.
So you got 31,000 drill target this year, and how many drills does that work out to be?
When we're up running full speed, it'll be 5 drills on site.
What we can be looking for is probably ongoing news flow. What's your drill season, and also how much drilling are you waiting for getting assays back?
With the current camp set up, new airstrip, everything, we can pretty much drill year-round now. As you mentioned on the outset, we used a winter trail to mobilize equipment and fuel to site over the winter. That was a real help getting the equipment we need in, so we can work pretty much year-round. So you can expect us to be drilling into November this year, and starting up in 2012, probably early February.
Well, it really seems like this is really going to be the breakout year for you. It certainly looks that way. Sure appreciate you taking the time. Again, I'm Mike Niehuser. I'm here with Jason Weber, President and CEO of Kiska Metals Corp. And that's KSK on the Toronto Venture Exchange. Thank you very much, Jason.
Thank you.